Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Quick video. The surge of migrants, you could call them all kinds of things. Illegal aliens, you could call them asylum seekers, many words to describe them, but basically there's people coming across the border into this country illegally. So I will definitely say they're illegals, because that's what they are. They're not using the proper means. I've talked to people that have come across legally, and they have spent huge amounts of money, waited years, and they finally got the paperwork and they came across. And for them, I have so much respect. They did it the legal way. It's an insult what's going on right now to our rule of law, when people can just walk across the border and in return demand Americans take care of them. It's an affront to law and order. You might say, Dave, you're so mean, you're so cruel, you hate these people, you're a racist. No, I don't hate them. I love Americans. Every day I read email after email after email after email after email. Hundreds of them, probably thousands of them since I've started this, of people barely making it. People that have paid into the system the whole life. People that are disabled, people that have retired, and they tell me how much Social Security they get. They literally give me the figures. Some actually send in proof in pictures, which I don't need. I believe them, because after doing this for so long, I can see they don't make a lot. And then people give me what their bills are. If they don't own their house, they rent, electric. They do all that. And these people are literally, some of them aren't making it. Some of them have a negative every month because of the high inflation rate. And then I see people coming across the border illegally, demanding that we take care of them. And I see people on both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats. Democrats want them for voters, Republicans want them to drive wages down. And that's what they do. They drive wages down. Because there's more of them that want a job, that are willing to work off the books or work cheaper. And what does that do to other jobs that Americans have right now? Well, if you're above the entry-level service, you're definitely not going to get a raise, because it definitely suppresses wages. So right now, they're coming across New York City Mayor Adams. You know, it's complaining that their shelters are full, overflowing, they can't house them all, and they're spending millions, I think it's up to hundreds of millions of dollars in taxpayer money from New York. So if you're in New York, yes, you're paying a lot of money. And then I hear people, politicians complaining, why are you sending them up here? Because the Democrats are pushing this policy harder than Republicans. Most Republicans want a wall. I want a wall so strong. Yeah, you're going to say, Dave, walls don't work. Yeah, go tell that to Israel. Their walls work pretty well. They keep out most of the terrorists that want to blow them up. Walls do work if you have the political might and will and put the finances behind it to secure the wall. It will work, trust me. I've been in the military. I've secured perimeters. They worked. No one got through. So, New York mayor's upset. If you're a taxpayer in New York, you should be upset too. Also, what's happening, and this is a proven fact, New Yorkers that are born here, American, are being pushed aside and not given services because there's an overflow of migrants. That is a fact. I've talked to a couple of them. There is no way they can get the services, because the services are almost to the point where they're non-existent because there's so many people. We also had the Democratic mayor in El Paso declared a state of emergency because it's getting that bad. They're out of money, out of space. So, also, fact, a lot of them coming over here are being put up in very expensive hotels. You know what? They're not worried about the temperature. I have little ladies that tell me, Dave, I have to keep it so low, I have to wear a winter hat, a winter coat in my house because I can't afford the heat. And winter's just really starting. But no, we're going to put someone that has done nothing for this country into a hotel and let them control the thermostat. We're going to feed them. We're going to give them a phone. We're going to give them money. Literally, this is the facts. U.S. taxpayer money. I will write a check to the United States government this year. I'll write a check. I'll send it to them when I do my taxes. My money is going to someone that has illegally crossed the border. Now, I am all for immigration, 100%. Fill out the paperwork. Why don't we spend the money that we're spending on people coming across illegally? Why don't we spend it on updating our immigration policy, updating our procedures to get into this country, to make it easier for people to come across the border, so they don't have to wait as long, so we know who's coming. I'm not for not having people come to this country, but I am for taking care of Americans first. You might say, and you might say, Dave, you're so unkind. These poor people. You know how many people are poor in this world? Billions. 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 That would love to come to this country to find a better life. I agree. But guess what? We can't pay for all of them. You can't do everything for everyone. And we owe it to Americans to make sure they're taken care of first. So yeah, it's Christmas time, and you know, I've been telling people, take care of people, love people, help people, but it's going to come a time when the immigration issue is going to come up, because people don't want to have their money going to something that's illegal, and it is illegal. People on the left say, no, Dave, you're just being mean. When you cross the border, you're committing a crime. Go through the legal process. So I just want to address that, because I'm getting tired of knowing that massive amounts of federal funds, state funds, local funds are going to take care of people that are actually criminals. Yes, could we use more workers in this country? We definitely could. We could definitely use people with a good work ethic. But also coming across that border are people that with criminal records. You don't think that certain countries take their prisoners? Why don't they just send them to the border? And that's been documented. It's real easy to get rid of unwanted people that are criminals. Release them and send them to the border. This is facts. This is not something I'm making up. They detain people coming across. But my worry is how many people are coming across that have very, very bad intent, harm. As we saw recently with the power grid substation, I would love to know who's coming across the border. Do they have intent to destroy us, or just to cause mayhem? So, Dave's not a racist. Dave loves people. But I love people so much, I got to take care of the Americans first. Then I need to make a safe way for people that want to come here. Not make them, you know, walk hundreds and thousands of miles and use criminal elements to get here, pay them off. Let's do it the right way. I hope you're all preparing for the cold that's going to hit most of the United States. Thanks for watching.